Welcome back to the regular podcast. Today we're hitting you guys again with another MCU Rewatch episode, Ant-Man and the Wasp, episode 20. Dude, this movie's this came right after Infinity War. This movie came
Oh
right after
man,
Infinity War.
bro, hey man, Marvel, y'all came back with another good Ant-Man movie.
Yeah, it was a
Y'all,
good
y'all came
Ant-Man
back with
movie.
another good
Just
Ant-Man
It was a
movie.
nice refresher.
you guys really
Exactly.
put this
Yeah,
after Infinity War.
Yeah, you guys,
That was
you
kind
guys must really think you're gonna make a lot of money on these movies. Dude.
of. You must have had a
You
lot
guys
of
are
success to
confident.
keep the faith after Infinity War.
Bro,
I'm saying.
I thought Marvel fans were gonna crucify this thing.
Marvel fans
What?
aren't ever gonna crucify anyone over anything. They'll
They're
eat
not-
the most bottom tier of a movie and still say it's like B tier.
Iron Man 2. You guys.
Winter Soldier.
You guys.
Nah, but
My podcast.
Ant-Man and the Wasp. Like, bro, this movie was kind of like up, like for the
Lame.
first two acts. Honestly, yeah, for the whole movie, like, if there's one word you can use to describe it, it's just like boring.
Track.
Like,
Forgettable.
forgettable. There, that's
Yeah.
a better word.
Forgettable.
Because like who's
wouldn't say
talking
that is
about
bad.
who's talking about the Ant-Man's like Ant-Man and the Wasp? Like,
Yeah.
who's talking about
Nobody.
like, oh, I remember that scene in Ant-Man and the Wasp where they did something.
No, I don't remember because
We
it's
just
not
watched the
memorable.
movie.
Like, it's not memorable.
There's nothing in this to remember.
Mm.
And think,
Except for
yeah,
the post-credit scene.
Infinity War right before. That's the post-credit scene. Is you're lying to yourself if you came to see this movie after Infinity War for Ant-Man.
Yeah,
Now, everyone wanted
or
to see.
or to see Wasp, or to see Hope in the suit, in the Wasp suit. No, you didn't.
You
You
came
wanted
to
to
see
see
this
what was
movie.
going to happen after Infinity War.
You wanted to see what would happen, you know. We're gonna see people get dusted. How's the Ant-Man gonna solve everything after Infinity War? Well, look, you got all that, but you know it was in like a 30-second post-credit scene.
Mm-hmm.
But like, why? They shouldn't have released this movie after Infinity War. Like, come
But
on.
I mean, the first Ant-Man movie came after Age of Ultron, so it was almost, certain that
Yeah, Infinity War is on a whole different level than Ultron.
yeah.
Like that period after Infinity War, where it was just like, what do we do now?
Yeah, like there's nothing new from Marvel, and then I think
Everyone-
like
it's
a month later,
Bleak.
Ant-Man and the Wasp trailer gets
Could you
out.
imagine being that? Like, it's honestly just kind of like, it's like so anticlimactic. Like you just see the
Kinda.
Avengers lose Thanos. He completed his master plan. Then he
Well,
gets
let's hop right into
Ant-Man,
this
they
film and
would've
see
won.
Ant-Man drumming.
was placing
If they had
Ant-Man
if
jump.
they had Hawkeye,
Let's see him playing
they had
basketball,
Hawkeye and Ant-Man
doing close-up
Yeah.
magic.
reading a book. That's what I wanted to come to an Ant-Man movie for. I wanted to
Dude,
see
I wanted to see him eating
Scott cry
cereal.
over reading a book.
Think
Yep.
you can't even call this an Ant-Man movie. Ant-Man's in a total of like 3 suits. Like there's so
Mhm.
little action in this movie. At least just come from Ant-Man. Like I'm pretty sure you only saw him in the suit like a total of like 4 scenes. And
In this movie?
Yeah, and you only saw him shrink for like 2 of those scenes.
This is like the Ant-Man TV special.
And then even most of the time when he shrunk, it wasn't even on purpose.
Yeah,
it was by
it
accident.
was played for a joke because his suit was malfunctioning. Like this movie
Mhm.
should have just been called The Wasp and Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Because even
I feel like
Wasp,
it
even
should've
Wasp
just
barely
been
isn't in.
called Scott Lang.
No, it should have been called Hank Pym because he got to do the coolest thing in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
He's the one who got to go subatomic. He was
Go
like,
through the quantum realm to find Janet.
like why does he get to do the
Janet
cool
did
thing?
more than Scott did.
Like
Janet kinda did. more
Janet
than
pretty
Scott
much
did.
just
She-
converted the main villain. The main
Yeah.
villain that we just spent fighting the whole time, or fighting in quotation marks because they barely even did any of that. It's just like, you're good now. Bro, it's some Steven Universe stuff. Hey,
Yep.
being bad,
whoa,
is bad.
Whoa,
I stand by that
Steven
statement.
Universe
White
changed my
Diamond.
life, dude. Steven Universe is very yes.
I respect that. I can respect
get
that.
kicked?
But that White
get kicked?
Diamond stuff's dying.
Want to get kicked?
Bro, saying Steven Universe to me is like saying Sean Chandler to Jonathan.
Why you always bring up Sean Chandler? Like you
What? I never bring up Sean Chandler.
you
Dude,
just
Sean
did.
Chandler is awesome, man.
It's just your opinion.
Just a-
Wait, you want me to lash out at him for saying that's Sean Chandler? Nah, but we'll
Yes.
move on before we get South Parked. Why did I say South Parked? I don't know. This
South
movie's
Park.
lame. Let's just talk about the characters, dude.
Yeah, I mean, wait, hold up. The visuals are great when they're small or when they're big, but
The
when they're
wind,
small,
it's
it's
like
better.
2 times.
Yeah, when.
It's
Yeah,
like
exactly.
2 times.
When they're small and you can see the little dust particles around, I like that.
That's a
kind of
nice
stuff.
scene.
But yeah,
it's
we
a
can go
good
into
scene
the
when it
characters.
goes.
Yeah.
Characters in this movie,
Yeah.
like, they don't feel like live action actors. Like, they feel like they're playing cartoon characters. It's just like there's so many kiddie jokes in this.
The main breath of fresh air is definitely Luis.
Carlos.
Definitely
Yeah.
Luis.
Racist.
The characters are just lame. Like Ant-Man is like he gets pushed to the backseat in his own title card movie. There's barely
Yeah.
even
And you know-
Ant-Man.
And like, you know, they even joked about it because like he was doing an interview and they said, wow, they really pushed Scott Lang to the back. And then Paul Rudd was talking about, hey, I didn't make Scott. He said, hey, they didn't make Scott Lang pathetic. I did. Like he tried to brush it off, but he knew it was true. Like,
Why?
We all know it's true. Wasp
This
took
is-
the center stage.
But even then, what did Wasp do? Like,
she did a little bit more than Scott.
Yeah, obviously, but she beat up like Sonny Birch's dudes, and then like she participated in the car chase.
And she also did the little research for her mom. She got Scott out for house
No,
arrest.
Hope did that, not Wasp. Like, when did we see Wasp doing something?
She got the trophy from Scott's daughter's school.
That was so lame though. There wasn't even like an action scene.
She
This
also
movie's
picked-
just
she-
this
she
movie's
also
really just
picked up-
filler.
It's what? Yeah,
I
it's
feel
just
like
a
it's
filler.
filler.
I mean, it's fine.
And then
I
you
mean,
have
that's the whole point of it. It's
Hank.
supposed to be a breather.
Like, imagine
Hank,
to this
the
movie
homie.
being like, "Ah, man, dude, you know what? I can't wait to see
some more
Hank.
Jane Foster.
Can't wait to
bro.
see Hank reunited with his wife, dude." Matt, I don't think anyone was in the theater watching him go subatomic and be like, "Oh my God, Hank's gonna die."
Wow, like we don't care.
Like Hank, like
main
you're
problem
cool
is-
when you're not the main character.
Yeah, exactly. You're cool when you're the mentor figure.
Exactly.
But you got that, but you got that long backstory of history behind you, so like we know a little bit more about you than we do about Scott. But Scott is the main character of this franchise.
Yeah, Scott should have been, or at least Hope, doing the one like going subatomic, being
Hope-
all cool.
Or either Hope and Hank could have went,
Yeah,
but not just
having
like,
Hank can't carry a scene and make it interesting.
Mm.
You see him have a bad acid trip, then he just finds his wife.
Bro, that's what Thanos was. He was on an acid trip after he killed Gamora.
But like the characters are so lame. Then you have the usual three. Luis, he's fine. He's like
Yeah.
he's like the same character from the first movie, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean,
T.I.
Yeah, I don't have no
still
problem.
The breath of fresh air.
T.I. and
Yeah,
Dark Knight,
kinda.
dude. Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah,
They're
Polka
kinda-
Dot Man. Polka Dot Man now. Dude.
Polka Dot Man, yeah, he's Polka Dot Man now. He upgraded from Joker Goon to Polka Dot Man.
To
But,
the
like,
wizard. No, he updated from the Joker Goon to the wizard guy in the Flash to Ant-Man. Now he's
was he
Polka
in the
Dot.
Flash?
Yeah, he was the wizard guy. He was like
I don't remember.
Alakazam something. I don't know.
Alakazam.
season 4, season 3.
I don't
Season
remember.
five,
No,
season five.
Alakazam, dude.
Yeah,
But,
I
like,
think
they're
that's
just
his
kind of in
name.
the. They're kind of. They're funny. They're funny for the few scenes they're in.
Yeah.
You have Woo. Woo, she's just kind of.
Wu was funny to me. Wu was hilarious to me.
He is funny. He asked Scott out on a date.
Yeah, that Wu was pretty funny to me, man.
He's funny. I hope they bring back a WandaVision. They'll make him more funny than he was here. Funnier.
Oh, what else? Who else? The mommy. The mommy. She's. I don't like
Janet.
her. Yeah, she looks like a rabbit, bro.
She kind of just like beat our whole
She's just-
villain.
Dare. Yeah.
She just like came out
What?
and be like, you know what? You're not a villain anymore.
No,
Bam.
not Janet.
You
I'm
said
talking
the
about
mom.
mommy. Yeah, the mom.
That's Janet.
Scott's ex-wife.
Oh, dude, why didn't you say that, Judy?
I said
She's
the mommy. I know who Janet is.
I just assume Janet is the mom in this movie.
Yeah, but we also have another mommy. I
Should
said
have just
mommy.
said Scott's ex. But like,
That's a mouthful.
did she get dumbed down in this movie?
Yeah,
I feel like she
and
got turned into like an idiot.
And she also upgrade. Well, no, she didn't. No, she downgraded from Scott.
Well, I mean,
but
hey,
Scott upgraded from
Scott's
her.
a felon, but
Scott upgraded from her though. So
yeah, Cassie
it is what it is.
downgraded in a dad.
I don't understand like how Cassie turned out like her.
I mean, she kind of got bad, left him in prison, and got with a cop.
Yeah, that's tough.
That's tough. But
And then now she want to like jump into like. Then now she want to like barge into his house whenever she wants.
That's why Hope's gonna be her new mom.
Yes, sir. I like those.
Judy and what's his name? Paxton. I think that's his name, right? Paxton. Dude, he's
Such a Don name. No, nobody remembers his name.
His name's Paxton. Why do I remember Paxton? But like, yeah, the characters
sound like a Don name.
The characters, like, they're just like kind of there. Like, no one really stands out. Everyone's just kind of doing their own thing.
Exactly, and like that's what the story.
They're not memorable
them to do. Yeah, exactly. Like,
the story isn't memorable either. It's a pretty simple story.
MacGuffin. It's a MacGuffin story.
Yeah, like someone has to get their parent who's lost after a while. Someone needs like something to cure them. Like, it's all very basic.
Like everybody that's inside of this movie, all are trying to get to something. They're trying to get to the lab.
They're trying to get Janet. They're trying to. They're trying to get Janet.
They're trying to get cured. Yeah, but the lab is the thing. The lab is the thing that they're trying to get. Sonny is trying to get it to get paid. Trying to sell it.
He wants the tech inside of it. They're trying to get the lab back so they can go all quantum-y.
Yeah, to get Janet and then Ghost is trying to
extract her life force or something.
I feel like for me, I just kind of focus on one main plot point. I don't want to say I forget about the others, but yeah, they just kind of bore me.
Honestly, you can't even blame me for forgetting because they're really not memorable after Infinity War. Like, Infinity War, like, one of, if not the most memorable MCU story.
Yeah. It's simple. It's Thanos' movie.
It's simple, but it's complex. Like, it's simple for you to understand.
Like, this is complex, but it's simple.
It's a complex story that's simple to understand.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have Ant-Man. It's a simple story, but it's lame. Like, you feel like Ant-Man, the character who can, like, become Giant Man, you think he'd have, like, a cooler story.
Exactly. Like, you think he would be cool, awesome. Like, even in Ant-Man and the Wasp, man, I want to see Wasp go small, and I want to see Ant-Man go big and take down some enemies. That's what I want to see.
Does Scott even, like, take down an enemy in this movie?
All he does was just...
Does he, does he take someone down?
No.
Like, does he throw a punch at someone? Because the only thing I can think of is he kicks those dude's car, and then he pokes Sonny. Does Ant-Man ever, like, physically fight someone?
No, only Hulk does.
Dude, this is Ant-Man's movie. What the heck?
Only Hulk does.
I said Hope.
Oh. This is Ant-Man's
movie. Yeah, only Hope fights.
But just, like, no one's talking about, like, yeah, dude, the Ant-Man and the Wasp story was so deep. It was so groundbreaking.
It's just the best MCU movie ever, dude. It's so good, man.
As a filmmaker myself, I can say Ant-Man and the Wasp is a good film.
Yeah, I just don't see anything of substance to the story that you have.
There's no consequences. I'm sick and tired of an Ant-Man that doesn't have consequences. This man, it's so lame. Like, we can't even talk about it. We just bring up references from other stuff because there's nothing to talk about.
That's like the villain, man. There's nothing to talk about her art. You can't talk about her art because I don't even know it.
She's just kind of like, she gets a white diamond.
Just like you said,
you're good
now. Yeah, exactly. Like what? Janet just asked her, "Are you okay?" And then she said it hurts. Puts her fingers on her forehead and then cures her.
All right, you're all good now.
All right. Yep.
Like Ava, I think she could
Like
have
you
been a
just killed
sympathetic villain.
you killed millions of people, but hey, you're good now.
She could have been a sympathetic villain if they tried.
Yeah, exactly. At the start, she seemed like a sympathetic
Yeah,
villain.
she seemed
But
kind of nice. She
yeah,
lost her
exactly. She
parents.
seemed kind of nice.
She lost her parents. She's
She
kind of a
seemed like she
lab
was in a
rat.
lot of pain.
Yeah,
Then
she's
she
in a
just
lot
went
of
off the
pain.
rails. I was like,
And then they bring her back in and just be like, "You're good now."
Yeah,
But
that's so
she
dumb.
doesn't really change. There's no arc. It's just she's good. She's bad in the beginning. At the end, she's good. There's no like.
When she's doing bad stuff, she's bad. When she's doing good stuff, she's good.
Yeah.
What?
Like,
Is she a villain or is she an anti-hero?
She spends the whole movie killing fools.
Exactly.
And then at
she
the
kills
end,
people.
Like I guess they tried to make her sympathetic with her backstory, but then like right after that, she like kills a couple guys. Like Ava, like who's remembering Ghost? Let's be honest.
Dude, I'm telling you, when I first watched this movie, it just dawned on me that Ghost was the villain. Because I knew Ant-Man and the Wasp had a villain, but it just dawned on me that it was Ghost. I don't remember.
Thanos,
I think I remember the
Killmonger.
Lego version of her more than I remember her.
What Lego version?
Lego version of Ghost.
I think it was the Lego Marvel Superheroes 2 Ghost. I think that's the only one.
Where was Ghost in Lego Marvel Superheroes 2?
I don't remember. I think she was just. Actually, I think
was Ghost even in Lego Marvel Superheroes?
She's the DLC. She's the Ant-Man and the Wasp DLC.
Lego game DLC.
Not that bad.
Surprised if she's a better character there, because there's no arc in this movie. There is no arc.
Like you said, like I said, sometimes she's bad, sometimes she's good, and then in the end, she's good, but she's probably gonna do more bad stuff later in the future.
The whole movie killing people, then she the happy ending. Like the villain,
and like it's one of those things like Killmonger, where Killmonger was killing a lot of people, but then we felt sorry for him because you can get on his side.
They gave him a reason.
Exactly.
They gave him
slavery, abolishment. Those are things that happened in the past that, of course, African Americans would be mad for. This Ghost, like Ava,
they don't
her parents died.
Express that her parents are died and that she's in a lot of pain.
That her parents are died.
Like we don't get a proper motivation for why she's killing people. We just said, "Oh, she has powers. Oh, she worked for S.H.I.E.L.D."
Like at the beginning when she's like stumbling into the little place and then she has to like regain her cells or something like that. That's an actually interesting scene that you could do a lot with. And then with Scott and Hope, yeah, exactly. With Scott and Hope coming into her house or whatever, and then she's telling them that it hurts. Like she's trying to be all soft spoken. She doesn't want to be aggressive because if she be aggressive, then it's gonna hurt her a lot more. But
they could have said that she's in a lot of pain. She's doing this so she can find a cure. That stuff like that has been done before. People trying to find a cure.
It's just that simple. But you gotta keep that plot going. You gotta keep that plot going.
You gotta jokes.
We gotta hit over 2 hours, guys. We gotta hit over 2 hours.
About the villain, throw a joke, bam, joke, bam. I think this is another movie that sacrifices comedy for a good movie.
Yeah, that's how it is in almost every Phase 3 movie. They sacrifice the drama elements, the story elements for comedy, and it's really,
the movie
it's really bad
because of it. This movie, it's good. Like a lot of Infinity War, for example, balanced story with drama and comedy.
When it was supposed to be sad, it was sad. When it was supposed to be drama filled, it was drama filled. Exactly.
Undercut by a comedy.
Exactly.
By a joke.
When Thor Ragnarok, when his home blew up, that was Thor's home. He lived there for 1,500 years, and Korg just made a joke.
Korg makes a one-liner.
It was funny, but
insensitive.
Yeah, exactly.
Think they probably didn't get everyone off of Asgard, so think how many people just got killed with that explosion.
And then how many more people died.
Ant-Man. The story, it's so lame. The villain is so lame. And I think what they did to Scott is even lamer.
Yeah, exactly. He has no hero arc. What is his hero arc? What does he do? What does he learn?
He's back.
I'm kind of excited to watch this movie, but now, after watching it, I was just getting so sidetracked how boring it was.
What does Ant-Man do?
What changes about these characters? What is their arc?
What did they do?
Even in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, they had an arc for some of the
At least the
characters.
characters did something. They had something to do. They at least,
At least
attacked
they
someone.
learned something. At least they learned something. What did Scott learn?
Throughout the whole movie, he just wants to get back. And a lot of people just get mad at Scott for no reason. Like, they got mad at Scott when he wanted to go home, when they were the ones that
kidnapped him.
Like, he was just trying to live out his life on house arrest. And you guys brought him back in.
He was close. He was like a week. Yeah, he was like 4 days.
Yeah,
he had like at least 4 days.
He had like a few days left before he got to, just be a free man again. He didn't even want to be a superhero in the first movie.
First off,
you recruited him.
Exactly. Like, first off, y'all could have waited. Okay, this little Janet thing, if she was in the quantum realm for at least 30 hours or something, and it was 30 years for y'all could have waited a couple more days.
Yeah, and think this movie's broken by Endgame. Because with time travel in Endgame, or how the quantum realm works, Scott was in there for 5 hours, and it was 5 years. So Janet, by taking that logic of Endgame, Janet was in there for 30 hours, so it was 30 years on the outside, but she still aged 30 years?
Exactly. That makes no sense whatsoever.
Like, I know they were, like, filming Endgame at the time, right? Or was it Endgame?
No.
Or was it writing it?
Yeah, they did.
So
there are definitely theories that could debunk that. Different areas of the quantum realm could affect time differently.
If you think about it, that could be true, but I don't know, man. They just didn't explain it well enough.
They didn't explain. Even then, it doesn't explain the fact that how is she the exact same age if time works differently? Like, she aged normally.
8 years later.
She aged normally. God, this like.
And then she comes back with powers.
She's got like healing powers. Just brush over that. Like, no one even says, "Wait, how did you do that?"
Exactly.
He says,
they did ask that, but they didn't explain.
Adaptation. It's evolution.
I wish she stayed snapped.
But what does Scott do in this movie? Like, I've been trying to think this whole time. Like, this is an Ant-Man movie, correct?
Yeah,
where is Ant-Man?
He helps them because he wants hope, man. And to be honest,
he's literally
we all know.
Like, movie is all about him trying to get some puh. That's it.
I mean, yeah, like, we all know, like, why Scott is helping. It's plain and simple.
He's honestly more of a burden to them. His suit keeps malfunctioning. They have to make sure he doesn't get spotted by anyone.
He gotta exactly. He has to keep leaving because of house arrest, and he has like friends that he's got to do.
He already told you the information about Janet. You can leave him. Like, you can leave Scott by. Like, this is an Ant-Man movie, and bro, Ant-Man gets put in the back seat, dude. Like, imagine.
He literally is the size of a kid in one scene,
and he's literally
and they put him in the back seat.
They offer him a jukebox. That's like the perfect representation of how this movie handles Ant-Man, dude.
They belittle him. Oh my god!
No, it's literally like it's a worse job than Batwoman, dude. Like, bro,
it's a worse job than Supergirl, bro.
He literally gets put in a backseat. Imagine the disrespect Paul Rudd signed on for these movies.
Dude, I wasn't even planning on using the word job until Captain Marvel, man. But we gotta use it here.
Whoa!
We gotta use it.
Oh, I know what you're gonna use job for. I already know. But like, dude, imagine being Paul Rudd. You sign up for like 3-picture deal, all these crossover movies, bro. Your second movie, you don't even get to throw a punch.
Like, you don't even have filming,
months of non-stop working out.
Paul Rudd wrote most of this movie anyway.
I think
that's crazy.
He wrote himself to be a punk.
He did say that he made himself pathetic.
For what reason?
Cause he wrote some of the first Ant-Man also. That's what made that movie so funny.
Bro,
but
Scott's literally a punk in this movie. You just sat in the backseat. You're literally a little kid.
Exactly. I kiss you on your forehead. You a little boy. I was about to say
it. You a little boy to me. Little boy to me. If you don't throw a punch, you're a little boy to me. Dude, this movie, bro, Scott, how you can't go out like that. You cannot go out like that.
Yeah, like that. Oh man, bro, let's move it to the third act. Jesus Christ.
Snooze fest.
Sucks.
Bro, it's honestly garbage. The only cool thing are like the shrinking scenes and the quantum realm scene.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's so
But
many like forced one-liners, slow-mo scenes that don't need to be there.
yeah, it's just
Like the
weird.
final battle. There's no final battle. You know what we get instead? A car
What?
chase. A car
Oh
chase.
yeah.
Not even with our
David,
like final villain.
like,
What are you talking about? This is obviously the best movie of all time.
obviously.
No, Doug's
I mean,
in it.
that's just like factual evidence, correct?
Doug's
Yeah, I
not
mean,
in this
Gus.
movie.
I mean, yeah, Ghost was Doug.
Ghost was,
They just had to. Yeah, they just had to redeem Doug.
bro.
You know?
Honestly,
He
I
was
think it
he
would have
was
been better.
MIA for Infinity War.
I think
That's
it's
why.
better for
Was
Doug if
me,
he wasn't
Scott.
in this.
I was Doug. No.
That joke was a sell, Davis. That was a sell joke.
So, David, what did you think of the final battle, the third act? Third act, final battle.
Oh yeah, this movie was great. 10 out of 10. 100%.
But don't.
Nah, this. Oh shoot. This was just boring.
Third act.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep. Just boring.
Nothing insightful to say. Just boring.
Nope.
Well,
Just boring. Dude.
I have a different opinion than you guys on the third act. Now, I do think that it's bad, and it's certainly not good, but it's interesting. And the reason why I say it's interesting, yeah, the reason why I say it's interesting is because, like I said while we were watching the movie, it's a MacGuffin story. So they're all trying to get to the lab, and what?
Nah, keep going. I want to just make sure you're using the word MacGuffin right.
Yeah, an artifact an item that everybody's trying to get to. One or more people is trying to get to.
An object or device in a movie that serves merely as a trigger for the plot. All right.
Yeah, exactly.
I just really didn't know the definition of MacGuffin, so, but yeah.
Yeah, the lab. So the lab is the MacGuffin, and everyone's trying to get to it, like Sunny, Ghost, and Ant-Man and the Wasp. So like everybody's trying to get to the MacGuffin. I think it's very interesting because they all switch sides. Like, okay, I'll go after Ghost, I'll go after the lab, or I'll go after the lab, you go after Ghost, or something like that.
The thing with this third act,
that's interesting.
The thing with this third act is it doesn't feel like a conclusive third act. It feels more like something that would go in a second act.
It's dull. Like
it feels
so
like
dull.
What would have happened if this was in the second act. Like they'd go through the whole car chase spiel. But Ghost would end up with the lab. So then the third act would, how do we get the lab back from Ghost? How do we stop her from killing Janet? I feel like that would have been interesting.
Exactly.
But no, we in the movie after Infinity War, like most hyped comic book movie, it's a car chase. We've seen car chases in how many other movies?
What we had?
Winter Soldier had a car chase.
Bro, this is like the most original movie, created.
Winter Soldier had a car chase.
Most boring.
Avengers had a car chase.
Great car chase.
Well, I'm just saying. Avengers had a car chase in the beginning.
Was very
in the tunnel.
Yeah,
it was very short, but it was a car chase.
I didn't like that one.
Avengers had a car chase. There's been others I can't really think because I don't really pay attention whenever there's a car chase scene, but
Civil War was godly on that car chase, dude. That was that's how you do a car chase.
But the thing is, car chases are just so oversaturated when you don't do anything with them.
Mm-hmm. Especially with the Ant-Man and the Wasp.
That's what I'm saying. They can shrink, they can grow, they can do all this sort of stuff.
They can freaking fly on ants or fly by themselves. They have stingers.
The most interesting thing you have the characters do is one skateboards a truck. But it's not even cool. Like, imagine how cool it would have been if he would have, like, put two cars on his feet and were, like, roller skating or something.
That would have been cool.
That would have been awesome.
I seen something like that in the movie. Like he literally take two cars and put them on their feet and just like start skating down San Francisco. That would have been cool.
That would have been so cool. It would have felt way more conclusive than this.
And then my thing is, it's dumb the way that he.
Are you guys talking about the finger skateboards or like a real skateboard?
What?
No, I'm talking about the truck. We're talking about the truck that
Yeah, what do you
he
mean finger
skateboarded on.
Or
skateboard?
you know the little toys
Yeah,
where
but like, what does that have to do with Ant-Man?
imagine they did that, but Ant-Man was the one skating on those little finger skateboards.
Oh, so you're saying if he was small and he was skateboarding like a tech board?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that would have been interesting. That would have been something interesting that they can do. So you're just like the opposite of what I said. Like he's big and he's skating, but he's
Mm-hmm.
short and skating. Like,
And even like in the teasers, the trailers, and even the posters, you see Wasp is small, Ant-Man is big. Okay, so that meant that in the final battle, Wasp is going to be doing little small things. She's going to be working out in like small areas, and then Ant-Man is going to be like Giant Man or something like that.
but they
He's going to
don't
do
do
something
anything
interesting.
interesting.
Exactly.
They don't. It's just an average run-of-the-mill car chase that you'd see in like John Wick or something. It's
It's
people
dull,
with
it's boring, the aspect ratio sucks, the coloring is bad.
It's
It's
okay,
not
calm
great.
down, High Top. Calm down, High Top. The coloring's fine, the
Chill.
aspect ratio's fine. It just sucks.
The coloring sucks. It's
How can
dull.
colors
Bro,
suck, dude?
this is literally the best movie of all time.
What, do you want Rainbow San Francisco?
No, I'm just saying that
How can
it should,
colors suck?
dude. It just has a dull color. Dude.
Ah, it has a dull
it
color.
like it like outside doesn't look like outside. It just looks like
Outside
inside,
doesn't.
but dull.
Dude, the outside, the inside. Dude, but, no, honestly, it's bad. It just sucks. The third act.
Yes, yes.
Come on, this is just so good.
Hey, that's your opinion. I mean, that's that's what we do. That's what we do here. We let you say your own opinions. That's the best day.
This movie sucks.
This movie's so forgettable. Can you even come up with the best moment?
Yeah,
Uh,
I actually can.
Was when it ended.
that's
Wow.
generic.
That's one thing. Like the post credit scene was great. No, the mid credit scene was great. The post credit scene sucks, but the mid credit scene was great.
To me, my favorite part was just the jokes, because I can't even remember some of the jokes that made me laugh. I know I laughed some.
But they were exactly like the jokes were funny. Like when you're watching the movie, the jokes are funny. But
That's the best part about this movie is the comedy.
Yeah, it's funny.
Take away the comedy. What do you have?
Yeah, like exactly. It's just another Thor: The Dark World.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. That's the only thing that's keeping this low from the bottom is the comedy.
Best moment. I like the
Wasp fighting
visually. Yeah, Wasp fighting's pretty cool.
And then that's the only time she does something cool.
He goes Giant Man for all of like 30 seconds.
Yeah, I think it would have been better if he was like hoo, like an actual giant instead of saying, "Hi, guys, can I get that suitcase there?"
Yeah. Sorry,
right there.
Look, man, I just need the suitcase back.
Sit down, clown, and then poke them into the stomach and just
like that's it was cheesy. It was cheesy, and it wasn't even good cheese. Like something being cheesy.
Oh, that cheese is fire.
It's just it's just not good, dude. It's just not good.
Listen, I went in with an open mind.
Yeah,
like y'all already know. I told you guys, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Ant-Man.
I'm excited to watch
each
movie again.
Movies.
I'm excited to watch.
Jesus Christ,
but
man.
Like I was struggling to make it through this final part.
And when I bought Ant-Man and the Wasp and I watched it that night, I had a great time. But now I'm like, what did I just watch?
It's just so boring, lad.
Yeah, exactly. Probably because I haven't seen Ant-Man and the Wasp in a long time at that point. But Jesus Christ, now I can't do it.
I don't want
to watch this movie no more.
One best moment, and that was it. I already said it.
I can't, because I'm trying to think of the Luis stuff.
Yeah.
Luis backstory, the True Serum scene. That whole sequence is hilarious. that entire sequence is hilarious.
It's just not good.
It's an actual joke in the movie, like the True Serum stuff. But yeah, that's it for me. You, Davis?
Post credit scene.
Post credit scene. That's it.
Not even at that, but all right. I guess you can say that.
He meant his
best moment.
He meant his best moment was post credit scene. But
do better.
Soundtrack, the music of the movie.
Same timeline.
Not better.
It's just the first
No, it's
one,
not.
but
It's not. It's more.
weaker.
It's more triumphant.
No, I think it's more
Mhm.
playful.
Dun, 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 dun,
It's more
dun,
playful.
dun. See, they added that stuff in. Dun, 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 dun. And the other one, it was like, dun, 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 dun. Yeah, it was like a little like
Did you
that.
do
The other one was a
Spider-Man
heist
3
thing.
thing?
This one is more of a
That's what it sounded like you just did.
no, like the other one, like the first one is more of a heist theme. This one
the
is just
soundtrack is just whatever, man.
But this one is more hype than the. Well, no, it's not. No, it's not. It's just louder. It's just louder.
It's just kind of funnier because they have like a bunch of different remix versions of it.
Yeah, it's essentially the same theme as the first one, but just louder and got more trumpets.
Dude, this soundtrack's so lame.
Yes,
This movie
what
is
this
lame.
is. Well, yeah, at least it's better than Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. The soundtrack and the movie, right?
Ha.
We both agree on that. We all agree on that, right? No.
Nah.
Okay.
How does it fit into the MCU? It really fits in the garbage bin with the rest of the movies like Dark World, Incredible Hulk, Soldier.
Volume 2, Iron Man 2. What else?
Attacking my
What
movie.
else? Captain Marvel.
Yeah, predicted.
Endgame. Ah, man, God.
Am I gonna have to badoop you?
Endgame. Garbage.
How does it fit into the MCU? It doesn't. Let's be honest. The only reason people watch this movie is because of the post-credit scene. Really.
Yeah. That's the only reason why this movie made its money. And then when they found out the entire movie,
they already had your money.
Infinity War.
They already had your money.
They already had your money, dude. That's why it only made $600 million.
They got you. They already got your money.
Mickey Mouse with the contract. That's what I keep thinking of when we say things like this. Like I just keep thinking of Mickey Mouse with the contract, but
one good thing that's not in this movie.
What?
Woo.
Woo.
I'm just kidding. I can't disrespect Stan Lee like that. The Stan Lee
but
thing.
Woo was awesome.
I don't get the reference. I don't get the reference.
Okay, so what the reference is that in the 60s, it's implying that Stan Lee did a bunch of acid. And so, like, when you do acid, you see different things. So since the car shrunk in front of him, he's like, well, the 60s were fun, but now I'm paying for it. So now he's thinking that he's seeing stuff shrink around him. He thinks that he's going crazy now because of how much acid he did.
So he's tripping.
Huh?
So he's tripping.
Yeah. He thinks that he's tripping because
well, now it's a lot. I like it better now that I actually understand it.
Yeah, since he used to and
you don't snort acid, dude. Wait, do you?
Coke, idiot.
Coke isn't acid.
Yeah, he did acid and coke. He also used to smoke a lot of cigarettes in the 60s.
That's not on the. I like how you go from he did coke, he did acid. He also smoked cigarettes.
But yeah, I know this Davis because I did my research.
Nice.
No, it's really good. Just he said he was gonna take some.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, dude, this movie sucks, man. I can't think of anything else to say. Post-credit scene.
Great. This is why I came to see the movie.
Mid-credit scene. Yeah. When the mid-credit scene is the best thing about your movie sucks. Let's go to the post-credit scene.
That's what the movie should have been about. Post-credit scene. Why did you do this?
Watch this movie for
Of course not.
I'd rather watch Captain America telling me to be patient than this. Watching an ant drum.
Wow. Wait, for real? I think Yeah, I did. Wow, that's crazy. I mean, at least this post-credit scene is better than, Captain America: The First Avengers.
Because Captain America doesn't have a post-credit scene. It has a trailer.
Captain America. Yeah,
it has a post-credit trailer. It's not even.
That's why it sucks. That's why it sucks. Like Marvel that was a dick move on Marvel to do that. To put a trailer to their next movie
to put this entire movie after Infinity War. They should have just put like Ant-Man and the Wasp, and it's just the mid-credit scene. And then that's the whole movie.
That's all you guys need to watch to understand Endgame, folks.
It's really all you need to do, and that's all there is to talk about. Because
it's crazy because Marvel did the exact same thing the following year in March with Captain Marvel. That's
Cap?
crazy.
What do you mean they did the same thing with Captain Marvel?
People thought that you had to watch Captain Marvel to understand Endgame.
But by
that time, Captain Marvel already made $1 billion. They already got your money. So
Captain Marvel was good though. But
Dang,
all right,
I
we're
don't
at the
know
final thing.
I already said it's not trash. What would I change?
Make the movie better.
Oh man,
Make the movie better.
Just don't make the movie at all. like just
put
don't make
Ant-Man
the movie
in the movie. Put Ant-Man and the Wasp actually in the movie doing something.
Yeah, like no sexist stuff, but I really wanted Ant-Man to do more than Wasp. Like
he's the
I
title
really didn't
character.
want to see Wasp take.
Is
Is his franchise?
You should have been setting up Wasp more while continuing where we left off with Scott as Ant-Man.
What's the third movie going to be called? Ant-Man and the Wasp 2?
Hank and the Janet.
Hank and Janet cures Ghost again.
But that's what I would change. I would just make the movie better, honestly.
I would change the aspect ratio, change the coloring.
Make the outside look like the outside.
I would make it weirder. Like I want to see some Tales of Astonish. Like I want to see some more Quantum Realm stuff.
So you want to see Wu go out to dinner with Scott?
No, I didn't say anything.
That would have been a better post-credit scene than the ant.
Like, that would have been a funny post-credit scene.
To see Wu and Scott out on a date, just like eating shawarma.
Like he was gonna go out to date. Like he was gonna go out on a date with Wu that night, but he got stuck in the Quantum Realm, so we just see Wu at the restaurant.
That would have been great.
That would have been funny. That would
just see Wu sitting there. Then you know what he does? He tries to make a card appear.
like he's trying, like he's practicing it at the dinner's table, and then the waiter just comes and kind of ruins it all. But that would have been funny instead of an ant drumming. I mean, that joke wasn't even set up.
Yeah, wasn't even funny. But that's what you would change.
The dinner joke was set up.
Hey, Davis.
What's up?
What would you change, and what would you add?
Paying attention? Like, come on now.
Let's think about this real nice and hard here. So, if you look at the critic score, I don't know what it is. Sterling,
for Rotten Tomatoes, it's 85. It should be at 85. It's bigger. No, it's 84.
What does this have to do with what would you change, Davis?
It's more than Ant-Man and the Wasp. I mean, it's more than the original Ant-Man. I'm sorry.
Honestly, I don't know that I changed anything.
Insightful.
It's an 87.
Alright, but
this
movie is.
It's larger. Yeah, it's larger than the first Ant-Man.
It just bores me too much to even want to change anything because it'd be too much to change.
You know what movie is for me, Sterling?
What?
It's a C.
It's a C for you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a little high, dude.
It's a C for me also.
Worthy of a D.
The first Ant-Man got an 83, but Ant-Man and the Wasp got an 87.
D's too harsh because at least it made me laugh. It did make me laugh, but it's a C.
C minus.
C for you guys? Oh wow. You know I can't go. I can't go past my judgment. I have fun with this movie, man. This is exactly what an Ant-Man movie should be.
Like what an Ant-Man movie should be: boring, anticlimactic, lame.
What I mean is that the Ant-Man movies are not trying to be anything more than just fun summer blockbusters.
It wasn't.
That's what the first Ant-Man was.
It was lame.
That's what the second Ant-Man was.
It was boring. It was uninspired. It was anticlimactic. But it was funny.
I gotta put Ant-Man and the Wasp at B. I gotta put it at B.
You're a heretic. That's bad take.
What?
It's a bad take. But
dude, I could have put Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 at C.
Nothing stopped you.
Okay. So.
Yes, right.
The Ant-Man movies are not trying to be anything more than just entertainment, though it is boring at the same time.
How entertaining was this movie? I'm just
on a scale
interrupting.
Of
I'm
1 to
tired
10,
of this movie. I don't want to talk about it
anymore. On a scale of 1
anymore.
to 10 is a C. I mean, not a C.
On a scale of 1 to 10, it's a C. Dude, that just shows what this movie does to you as a person. But is there anything else you guys want to say? Because I'm beat.
Yeah, Davis, you wasn't here for Black Panther. What is your tier ranking?
A Black Panther or a B?
B.
Yeah.
He's only saying that because there's two black
Wow,
people here.
Jonathan. Okay. Okay.
What?
You and Jonathan got the same tier ranking.
He's only saying that because there's two black people here.
You know what? Screw you, F. Moo is trash.
Oh, cool beans. Wow, disrespecting Chadwick Boseman.
Disrespecting
Gone to
black
hell.
people.
Wow, racist.
All right, come on. Let's just... I'm tired.
Trump supporter.
I need to...
You're tired.
I'm tired of this movie.
Oh, man. Yeah. At least it was funny.
Yeah, that's the best thing it's got going for it.
That's the only reason why I put it in B. It was hilarious. It entertained
Well,
me. Listen, if you're looking for a light, bright, just don't really care movie, just
don't watch this
Ant-Man and the
movie.
Wasp. No, like no
watch
blur.
the first
I would
Ant-Man.
say go to sleep on this movie. Like go to sleep on this movie. It's fun.
If you want a Marvel movie to fall asleep to, watch Ant-Man. Not this one. I'm just kidding. This movie, I don't know. This movie's just kind of whatever.
Like, I'm so mixed on it because, like, yes, I was, like, it is kind of boring, and then it also is, like, uninteresting. At the same time, it's not trying to be those things. It's not trying to be the biggest, Marvel movie out there. It's supposed to be a refresher from Infinity War, and that's what it was. So I have to put it at B. Sorry. Well, no, not sorry. It's my ranking.
Yeah,
it's my tier.
No need to be sorry.
B.
But anyway, we watched the movie so you didn't have to. We watched the movie so you didn't have to. We're exaggerating. The movie's not terrible. It's just kind of lame and boring. It's not lame. Lame's too harsh. I shouldn't have kept saying.
I think everyone can agree. Ant-Man and the Wasp is pretty just
forgettable.
Yeah, exactly. It's just forgettable. It doesn't really matter. Like, you don't have to watch this.
Skip this movie, go on to the next one. But dang, what movie's next?
I mean, that's what everybody did when they went to go see Endgame. They just skipped Captain Marvel and Ant-Man and the Wasp. Captain Marvel's next.
Captain Marvel's next? I thought Captain Marvel. Well, whatever. But make sure you come back next time for, Captain Marvel.
You know what? Don't watch this.
Captain Marvel.
Don't.
But go watch Sterling's channel, though. Because his Ninjago videos, his Arrow videos, way better than Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah, obviously. Higher quality, too.
Well, this movie was boring. Leave a
Imagine yawning.
Comment, subscribe for more content.
Like, comment, subscribe. Cool, bro, Brian. We see your comments. Thank you.
I love your comments. Really we appreciate them. But
thanks for watching. We read all the comments.
Thank you for watching. We'll see you guys next time with Captain Marvel.
Peace.